everyone, this is Sandra at Spirit of Avalon. So I promised that I would show my altar setup, how I've kind of rearranged it, and I'll explain things as we go. For a start off, I'm sorry about the state of the wall and stuff in the background, because this room's being decorated, so it looks a bit of a mess, but you know, I did promise I would show this. So so you will have seen in the title that I've put a trigger warning for like animal bones and stuff, in case people don't like that type of thing. Then of course, you know, you don't need to watch, that's totally fine. So let's start here. So here obviously I've got my lamp, which is in sort of antler form, which I really like. I have a goddess at the back, and she's my representation of Ellen of the Ways. Then below that I've got a little bottle of Chalice Well water, a little pot which is of the tour at Glastonbury, and it has some stones in it and some coins that were found that I've never spent and are not going to, because they were found sort of at the bottom of the tour, the road going up to the tour. Then I've got like a little offering bowl, and inside there is it's actually an incense blend that's made by Sons of Asgard, but it's protection incense, so I thought it'd be nice to put on the altar area, and it smells amazing. Oh my god, it's one of the ones that is my favourite now, the protection blend. So if anyone wants a really nice smelling incense that is also good because it's protection, I would definitely recommend their protection incense. Another really nice one is their Samhain one, but none of them are horrible. We've got like a little hair down here, and that came from Glastonbury as well. Obviously my Sheila Gig, which came from Avebury. We've got a coaster here, which I always put just in case I have to put anything there, like a glass of water or something. This is a painted stone, also from Avebury, with the Chalice Well design on it. This is a crystal that I've had for a while. It's quite large, and I believe that it came from Zambia. But you see how it looks like a waterfall almost? That's what I thought of when I first saw it, and I was like, oh my god, I must have this. And you can see it's quite a weighty piece. That's what it looks like underneath. That's what it looks like underneath. And yeah, so I thought I'll put that here. Then we've got back here another little hair, Preselli Bluestone piece, just tumbled piece, Preselli Bluestone skull, and there's another one over here. I call those my druid boys. There's a little tiny hair that is very heavy, it's metal, and this came from the Museum of Witchcraft in Cornwall. This is an oil burner, which came from Sons of Asgard. This crystal was sent to me as a gift, a belated Christmas present from Richard over at Longman Tarot, so that was really lovely. I've got this little metal image of the horned god, which came from the Goddess and the Green Man in Glastonbury. This figure, I love him. Just look at this tree man figure, and you know, he's got like an owl and a nice globe on top of his staff, and his little mushrooms, and look at his little feet. So cool. He came from Wildwood in Glastonbury. This one is just a tea light holder and has the tor on the front, and this is birch, and tor again. This is probably dead boring for you guys. It's like, oh my god, is everything from Glastonbury? Yeah, mostly actually. The box contains a little tiny, well, small urn. It has my dad's ashes in, has some of his ashes in. Of course, my Cernunnos figure, Horned God, which my mum bought me on Christmas. And then for the new things, so, well, at the back you can see my Athame, which has a deer's antler on the end, which is all ethically sourced. My wand, which is blackthorn with like a crow's skull type charm on the bottom. And then we have the partial, so this is the top part of the skull of a male roe deer, and with his antlers as well. So this is the top of the skull, so this is not a full skull. And why I've got these here, so we have this, and also this is wild rabbit fur. Now I will say, guys, these are all ethically sourced. I would only purchase ethically sourced things. These are not animals that have been killed specifically to take their fur or their horns or anything. These animals are ones that have been found dead, you know, or killed on the road, things like that. And the reason I've put them here is because deer is one of my spirit animals, and of course I have the Horned God, which has deer antlers, and same with Ellen of the Ways. And I just wanted a representation as well in animal form. But I used to be quite, I don't know if I should have bones and things on my altar, and I know a lot of witches do, and I thought, oh, shouldn't I? And then I was talking to a friend, and she said, well, the way I look at it is, by having those things, you're honouring that animal. And I thought, yes, that's how I'd kind of thought about it myself anyway. I thought if you had those things, you've got that skull or that fur from that animal, and by having it on your sacred space, that is honouring that animal. So this is how I'm looking at it, guys. I mean, obviously if you don't like the idea of bones or fur or things like that, that's totally fine, totally fair enough. Everyone has their own way of doing things and things that they like. Now the box that everything's sitting on, now this was just a plain box like the type you get in the works, that is that really pale, just plain wood, because it's left for you to paint or whatever. And what I did is so you can just see a little bit there, I used a wax, well, not polish, like a wax varnish that coloured it, like a wax stain that coloured it in this is Tudor oak that I used, and it came out really well. And it's the first time I've ever done anything kind of like that, and I thought, oh, it's come out really well, because it made it look a lot older. So I was like quite pleased with that. And it's meant that I could have like a piece that was more elevated on here. So yeah, so, oh, and my broom, so this is for sweeping out bad energies. It's a sort of good energy broom, and like for protection as well, and has this nice Celtic symbol on the front. and I got that from a psychic fair that I went to. So yeah, that is the whole thing, guys. So I hope you enjoyed seeing this, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye for now.